Hey guys, come in, come in. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I brought some wine. I don't know what your family prefers, so I brought both a red and a white.
Oh, you didn't really have to bring anything.
Really? God, I wish you said something before I went through all this trouble.
Well, of course, it's appreciated. What'd you bring, Liam?
Pringles.
Pringles.
Yep,
Okay.
they're pizza flavored.
I just thought you said you went through the trouble.
Oh, yeah, I had to go to like 5 stores. Didn't think it'd be that hard to find a can of pizza flavored Pringles, but I didn't want to come empty handed.
Kinda wish you did.
Did you make anything, Ricky?
Yeah, I thought I'd try my hand in the kitchen. I found a lovely recipe for sausage stuffing with chestnuts. I hope you like it.
Geez, yeah, I'm sure I would, but remember I have that nut allergy?
You do?
Yeah, I told you.
When?
A while ago. Remember when we were in New York City?
Ah, I love the smell of these roasted nut stands. You want some?
Oh, no, I can't. I'm allergic.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Let's just go spend $10 on a hot dog instead. I guess I forgot.
So you can't have nuts?
Nope.
At all?
Nope.
Peanuts?
Nope.
Walnuts?
Nope.
Coconuts?
Actually, I can, but I think it's because they're not actually a nut.
Dustin, I swear I forgot.
It's cool, Ricky. Everyone forgets things.
Well, make yourselves at home. I'll pour the wine. Help yourself to these hard-boiled eggs.
I guess you forgot my egg allergy too, huh?
Okay, you never told me about that.
Don't you remember when your uncle left us in charge of his farm while he took his prize-winning pig to the fair?
Quick, we gotta round up these chickens before dark, unless we want to leave them to the wolves.
Seems like a lot of work for these some dumb birds.
Maybe. But it'll be worth it for them fresh eggs in the morning.
Oh, I can't eat eggs. I'm allergic.
Well, that's a darn shame, I reckon.
Hey, why are you talking like that?
Dustin, I don't remember any of this happening or having a southern accent.
Of course you don't. You don't remember anything important about your friends.
Shut up, Liam.
Then when's my birthday?
I don't know.
Proof.
I said I remember things that are important.
Fair enough.
So maybe I'm forgetful. But it's not like I'm actively trying to poison you with your allergies or whatever.
Right, of course not. So you got anything else to snack on while we wait for dinner?
I did get a shrimp cocktail.
What the hey, dude? You say you're not trying to poison me, then pull this?
What are you talking about?
My shellfish allergy.
Now, come on!
How could you forget our shrimping boat that was overtaken by pirates?
Yarr! We be taking this here ship in the name of Captain No Beard.
Over my dead body?
That's the idea, lad.
Did he say no beard? What kind of pirate doesn't have a beard?
Have you know, I have diagnosed alopecia. For that you'll walk the plank.
Look, you can have the shrimp. Just leave us our boat.
Dude, it took us all day to catch all that.
I wasn't gonna be able to eat any of it anyways. I have a shellfish allergy.
Yarr! Allergies be worse than Davy Jones' Snooker. I can't have peanuts myself.
Oh shit, me either.
Okay, there's no way any of that could have actually happened.
Just because we didn't take any photos doesn't mean it didn't happen, Richard.
But when we have gotten a boat? Or when we have met pirates?
At sea, obviously.
Okay, at sea. So nuts, eggs, shellfish. Any other allergies I've forgotten?
Abrupt endings.
What?
Get my EpiPen! Get my EpiPen! Hello all, this is The Last Minute. I'm Dustin Wong, and now the fake news. Midterm elections were held in November, and prior to Election Day, many citizens feared big losses for the Democratic Party, which would have resulted in what some have referred to as a red wave. However, the red wave ended up being less of a tidal wave, but more like a hand wave you get from someone you're attracted to from across the room at a party, only to discover was actually for some guy behind you who isn't even really that good looking or charming. I mean, he probably still has that same haircut that he had in middle school, right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out by the chips. Anyway, it's definitely for the best that Republicans didn't assume power, as a study found Americans die younger in states run by conservatives. I guess on the list of things they're conserving, life isn't one of them. So yes, Democrats breathed a sigh of relief. However, Republicans did take over the House. Barack Obama said to his fellow members of the party, sulking and moping is not an option. The former president then asked if they ever tried complaining. Speaking of former presidents, Trump hotels charge Secret Service agents up to 5 times the standard rate for mandatory overnight stays during Donald Trump's presidency. Look, you never bite the hand that feeds you, or at least the hand that's supposed to take a bullet for you. Kanye West has actually asked Trump to be his running mate for the 2024 presidential election. According to Kanye, after he asked, Trump screamed at him that he was going to lose. Now, I'm not trying to throw respect on his name or even say I'm on the same side as him, but I can see where Trump's coming from. I mean, he was already president. He wants to be president again, but here he is being offered player 2. I mean, imagine being the biggest star in the world, like Tom Cruise, and one of the Big Bang Theory guys asked you to be his co-star. The sheer audacity, the nerve, the overconfidence, damn, that's some yes shit. After announcing he will...
Oh boy, guys. That sure is some yay shit.
How would you want me to say it?
I don't really know.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's gonna happen in the next record. But it's just a little more comfort will help you.
Damn. That's some yes shit.
I feel like that's like an old Chappelle sketch. Like for an actual commercial.
Yeah, that is. I can see him as like he's like white guy makeup.
Yeah,
like,
in his white guy voice, you know?
Yep, that's some ye shit. Yeah. The sheer audacity, the nerve, the overconfidence, damn, that's some ye shit.
What, you gonna be...
I don't know. I don't know what to do now. You have me feeling weird about it. The sheer audacity, the nerve, the overconfidence. Damn, that's some yay shit.
All right, let's move on.
Both Kanye and Trump have now been reinstated on Twitter by Elon Musk following a poll. And you can't act surprised when 12 more Fast and the Furious movies get made, when the only people you poll are Vin Diesel and 15 fake Paul Walker accounts. There seems to be no end in sight for Donald Trump, as a GOP operative was found guilty of funneling Russian money to Donald Trump. Silly GOP. Trump can't spend rubles here. This is America. Idiots. Moving on. Senator Mitch McConnell remains in the news after he voted against an interracial marriage bill, despite being married to an Asian woman. And honestly, I can't think of a worse way to ask for a divorce. Looks like someone's sleeping on the couch tonight. After nearly 2 decades as the Democratic leader of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi announced she will be stepping down. This decision came after losing her role as Speaker to the Republican Party and was made much easier with the help of her government-issued stair lift. In international news, the U.S. privately asked Ukraine to show Russia that it is open to negotiation, which was about as private as Matt Gaetz paying underage girls for tuition. An anti-gay Hungarian was caught fleeing a 25-man gay orgy through a window. The escape was made effortless as he'd been practicing going through exits and entrances throughout the evening. The politician later resigned, as he's a man who really knows when to pull out. It's a shame, really. Last thing you want from a political office or a gay orgy is an evacuation. What has caught everyone's attention, though, is this year's World Cup held in the country of Qatar. Qatar officials continue to display resistance towards LGBTQ representation at the tournament, which I gotta say is really giving off major bully who specifically targets the gay kid vibes. Qatar has also banned kosher food and beer from the World Cup. The head of FIFA says that fans will survive without beer. Unfortunately, that was also their mentality when it came to stadium laborers and water. Finally, a report released by a panel of the U.S. House Committee on Oversight and Reform confirmed that corporations use the cover of inflation to raise prices excessively. A follow-up was planned, but then the committee was paid off by the corporations using the inflated profits. We'll be right back after this.
Salutations, gathered friends and neighbors. I hope everyone is having a most Puritan Thanksgiving this year. My name is Ye Shall Be Damned to Hell, and Christ's sacrifice hath been for naught tipple. Please close your mouth now. Gawking is a sin. After all, I'm here to deliver unto you an announcement of the public service variety. In this day and age of modern conveniences such as telephones, microwave ovens, and hentai doujinshi, it can be easy to forget the simple pleasures of a traditional Thanksgiving holiday. Forget the grand feast you insist on preparing and instead subsist on the meager crops you manage to grow because you refuse to learn the farming techniques of the indigenous people. And better yet, ask all your more talented and knowledgeable neighbors to provide the food for you. And while you're waiting for the food to arrive, do not occupy yourself with such sinful, indolent things such as football or appetizers or listening to Alice's Restaurant Massacre by Arlo Guthrie. Rather, huddle in the least drafty room of your house and take comfort in knowing that all those trees you chopped down to build a single log cabin wouldn't be wasted on something frivolous like firewood or an entire community's worth of communal tents and wigwams. Because freezing to death is what God would want of us, unlike all those heathen savages who stay warm year-round due to their more efficient and adaptable building capabilities. And don't forget to stay within eyeshot of a window either, so you can leer suspiciously at passers-by. Remember, the three most important building blocks of any community are envy, resentment, and paranoia. Treat your neighbors like you treat your family. Like shit. And most importantly, remember to thank God and your local reverend for the most important thing that any man can receive on this mortal earth. The complete and total incapability to reflect on one's own actions and thoughts. Because personal growth and understanding is a sin. And petulance and ungratefulness only count when it's levied against white people. Now, if you don't mind, my wife, Obedience Tipple, and my son, whose name is the entire text of the Book of Leviticus, are waiting for me over the table. So I'll leave you with this. Happiness is a sin. So instead, put buckles on random pieces of clothing where they don't belong. It's the next best thing. Have a Thanksgiving.
Well, the red wave washed out to sea, and Kanye said, "Baby, I got a plan," but Trump said, "Run away fast as you can," which is frankly the one Kanye song I know outside of Power because, let's be honest, how could it be so heartless? Earlier this month, Zoo Atlanta announced that they will allow people to carry guns after continuous challenges from gun rights activists. Turns out these endangered species just got a whole lot more in danger. Gun Zoo! Coming to a local zoo near you. In more animal-related news, a recent study from the Not Wrestling WWF showed that Earth's wildlife population has declined by almost 70% in just 50 years. I wonder what that's about. Our favorite, not Twitter troll-owned space institution, NASA, claims that humans will be able to live and work on the moon by the year 2030. Can't wait to commit moon crimes. Disney made headlines as they announced that Bob Iger will return as the company's CEO, forcing current chair Bob Chapek to step down. Chapek. It's a funny way to spell scapegoat. Speaking of media conglomerates, HBO reportedly lost $3 billion in 2021, with the CEO asking if the platform needs to create incentives to keep people on board. You know, it's a real nice show you got there. It would be a real shame if it just disappeared because of a merger. In a recent interview, Anya Taylor-Joy told Drew Barrymore she used to be bullied in school for the way she looked. Don't worry, Anya, I actually went through the same thing in high school. The only difference is, I'm ugly. In another interview, Jennifer Lawrence said, quote, she should have listened to the singer Adele when she told her to not star in the 2016 film Passengers. I guess I should have listened to Flo from Progressive about starting a comedy podcast.
Wait, aren't you talking about...
The spokeswoman for Progressive Insurance, yes. We went to high school together. In fact, I beat her senior year to become vice president of the Bundle Your Home and Auto Club. She also thought I was ugly. Anyways, the American Dental Association reports that half of dentists say patients are high on marijuana or another drug at dental appointments. Well, I'm hoping that other drug is something like anesthesia. In light of the upcoming docuseries, Casey Anthony's trial judge publicly called BS on the mother's latest explanation for her daughter's death. Not enough BS for a full conviction, I guess, though. Also in November, a California resident's life was changed forever as they were able to claim a record-breaking $2.04 billion Powerball jackpot. And yeah, sure, money's great, but I was lucky enough to get an onion ring in my fries, so, we're both doing great. And finally, acclaimed television actress Ellen Pompeo, who starred as Meredith Grey for 19 years on the show Grey's Anatomy, made her final episode appearance on the series. Moving forward, the show will continue to air under the new title, Anatomy. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
This episode of The Last Minute is brought to you by turkey. Can a food you only eat once a year really be that good? Also by falling leaves. A candy to the eyes for such a pain in the ass. And finally, the 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade when the giant Barney balloon exploded and fell onto the crowd. There's no joke. I'm just glad it happened.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Another tragedy happened this November. The Club Q shooting, which I personally don't feel appropriate to be the one discussing it. So I'll be handing over the mic to our fellow writer, LP Foley.
Hey, what's up, hogs? It's me, Liam. Not the character, the real person, like Dustin said. Sorry in advance, this next bit isn't going to be very funny at all. I've rewritten it about half a dozen times now, and it's been hard to say what I want to, as well as what seems reasonable, as well as keeping it light and snappy. On November 19th, 2022, oh God, you always know it's going to be awful when the podcaster says a date. I'm so sorry. Gallows humor, been a real crutch for me lately, especially given, November 19th. A lone gunman entered Club Q in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and opened fire at the patrons. They were all minding their own business. There's a birthday party for a local drag queen being celebrated there. 5 people were killed. Raymond Green Vance, Kelly Loving, Daniel Aston, Derek Rump, and Ashley Paw. My heart goes out to the friends and family of the victims, as well as the survivors of the shooting. The gunman himself was disarmed and neutralized by Richard Fierro, an Army veteran, and, at time of recording, an anonymous trans woman. Lives were saved, and the ignoble fascist piece of shit who perpetrated this had the snot beaten out of him for good fucking measure. I'm not mincing my words at any of this. This matters to me and to every other member of the LGBTQIA+ community. Many of my friends know I'm bisexual. Far fewer of them know that I am a non-binary trans woman. And to see the right-wing media point to people like me, even to people who they only think are like me, and say the groomers had it coming boils my fucking blood. They've made it more than clear that anyone who does not conform to their narrow Christo-fascist definition of humanity simply does not deserve to live. And that's what's been at the heart of these mass shootings, all the way back to Sandy Hook. Every single time some shithead white supremacist or neo-Nazi incel goes on a tear, we bury our heads in the sands. We refuse to acknowledge why this keeps happening. We refuse to interrogate who is committing these atrocities, because if we realize that the same thing has been happening over and over again, it means acknowledging a rot at the core of this nation's very identity, a rot so formative to the nature of America that it has existed since before the Founding Fathers were even born. It makes a person feel small, seeing how fundamental this problem is to the American empire. But it can be fought. No policeman, no politician is coming to save us, but it doesn't mean that we're helpless. We've got each other. If we all come together, if we set aside our differences and heal our collective traumas, we'd be unstoppable. Many more shootings have happened since Club Q at time of recording, and many more will come to pass as well. But if we organize, if we defend our communities, those fascists won't be able to touch us. Any of us. The only thing we have to lose is our chains. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And Sorry for talking your ear off. Women, am I right? Nag, nag, nag. I'm kidding. Sort of.
Thank you, Liam. That's the end of our show, folks. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. The Last Minute with Dustin Wong, a 20-something Studios production. Hosted by me, Dustin Wong. Featuring Liam Foley and Ricky Hamilton. Written by Dustin Wong, Liam Foley, and Ricky Hamilton. Cover art by Joey Bashand. And a special thanks to Axum Creative. Rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts and contact us at thelastminute.dw@gmail.com.